Brou season opening, as he no longer is like the show.
He's not taking my place. I'm handing it to him.
Do you feel like Nick is taking your place as the elder statesman now that he became a grandfather?
Well, it's very interesting.
So we had some wonderful news this week, in addition to the First Things First family. And I'm congratulating you on becoming officially a grandfather.
Grandfather.
Congratulations.
Congrats to my son Demonze
Yes.
and Maddie and the newest addition to our family, baby Mila Jade. It is overwhelming, and I am now somehow, Brou, older than you.
Yeah, you're the grandfather on the show. I'm no longer the elder statesman. I'm not a grandfather.
Well, I'm the
I know
youngest.
that. So,
That does make you the youngest on the show.
He's a wonderful father. And I'm sure he's going to be a wonderful grandfather. That being said, now that you're a grandfather, you're going to start doing grandfather type stuff.
he's not taking my place. I'm handing it to him.
As I have gotten older, I have not gotten more conservative in the traditional political sense. My sports takes have gotten far more conservative.
I mean, Nick's an old man.
Danny makes fun of me all the time that I love punting and running the ball. I do, it's smart, it's football. I feel like that's going to be hypercharged now that I'm a grandparent.
They like to tease me, oh, Bru's old. Nah, Brou ain't old at all. I mean, age is just a number. Inside, I am young. Outside, I am youthful.
I think we saw it on display today, where in Mahomes Mountain, I did a little green screen with an AI background. Thoroughly confused. Believe it or not, we are still on the mountain. This is one of the more luxurious offshoots near the summit. Patrick Mahomes is on a bye, so taking it easy. So that begs the question, who will be atop of this week's edition of Mahomes Mountain?
What did you written out there in the logs?
Okay, so I have a confession to make.
Okay.
That wasn't real.
But that was you.
Wasn't?
That was me.
Uh-huh.
You
But-
weren't really on the mountain?
No, I wasn't on a mountain. It was supposed to say, who cares? If you're explaining, you're losing. That's what they always say.
I'm
It's supposed to
confused
be
by
the
a lot of
Chiefs
this.
are on a bye.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not tears, so
So it was like bye weekend.
I don't
Oh,
totally
bye.
understand.
Bye.
Also, is that the ocean?
It looks very pretty.
It
So is
doesn't
the
look like a
idea that the
mountain.
mountain is
Wow.
behind us,
It looks like a.
but Patrick Mahomes, because he's on a bye,
Oh,
is
that's
on the
beach.
beach?
Looks like this will be the last time we're doing the AI.
Well,
Yet again. Hey, AI, focus on vacuuming. What was that? Where's the mountain? You were on vacation? Why is it snowing? Gramps, it's AI, okay? It's technology. I know it's confusing.
I already am railing against the three-pointer in the NBA. It's been around. It's been around my whole life. I hate it.
So now this is just makes it official.
So I think we're gonna have some technological snafu.
Like I can see 3 years from now bouncing my granddaughter. I can't even believe what I'm saying. Milo on my knee, explaining how insane that 2-point conversion attempt was.
Now, I already was younger at heart than those two, but now it's official, at least with Nick. I mean, he's a grandfather.
Also, probably the music on the show is gonna end up being too loud.
He is a grandfather.
Also, it's gonna affect all of us.
I mean, you know what we picture when we think of grandfathers. That's Nick now. Yeah, this is great. I mean,
I also think maybe Brou season opening, as he no longer is like the show.
I have to figure out how to walk in my new role though. You know, my new role officially.
Like, does Brou start wearing like a little flashier jewelry?
I knew Nick was a grandfather when I came in Monday because he texted us. So I was very happy for him, excited for him and his family. You know, that's the first time I've ever uttered the phrase 6'7". Breakdancing is lit. Breakdancing is 6'7". The youthfulness starting to come out now that I am not the elder statesman of the show.
Because all of a sudden during, the B block one day, does Brou throw in there like, You know, I had this parlay cooking yesterday. Like, I don't know.
I'm still the most experienced. I'm still, you know, the guy with the longest resume and all of that stuff. But Nick is now the old man on the show, and it's starting to show.
So the other day, I went to see my mom, and she congratulated me for having the #1 podcast in the world. I visited my mom this weekend, and she said, "Congratulations, I heard your podcast is #1 in the world." I just exaggerate that to try to get people to subscribe. She says, "It's not #1?" I said, "Oh, shoot." And she's a grandma. I said, "Mom, we don't have the #1 podcast in the world. I just say it." As Gianna mentioned, it's like world's best coffee. It's not really supposed to be literal. So anyways, that's gonna be Nick.
After Tuesday's show, he unleashed this tape that he thought was hot. I didn't think it was that hot, but he thought it was hot. That Adam Silver should have stopped the Luka Doncic trade.
When I look back on it, I'm like, I wonder if that's what should have happened. One of the most controversial things David Stern ever did was veto a trade.
I mean, this.
And he was working as
I understand.
owner.
It was different.
He
It was
owner for
different.
that team.
But the commissioner of pro leagues have wide berth. You know what I mean? And if there was ever a time for someone to be like, no, you can't do that you can't do that. Or at the very least, I'm leaking your thinking about doing it and giving you more time.
That's
like
the
the
most
commissioner
shocking
can't.
thing.
You can't stop.
It would be
a team
huge
from making
overreach.
a trade. And then he was like, I should have said that take when it happened. That would have been a great forgetfulness. It's already happened.
So any sort of jokes I'm going to eliminate from the show just so I don't confuse him.
I mean, before he was a granddad, he wouldn't have forgot a take. He lived for takes. Now, you know, he's thinking about the little baby shoes he's gonna buy his little granddaughter and, you know, all the stuff grandparents think of.
The AI is enough.
The forgetfulness, you know, it just better not affect his take. He better keep cooking with those takes.
He said 6'7" in the walk-in.
Yeah. He did?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The good news is those AI robots, great for the loneliness epidemic.
I thought that was AI.
Nope.
I'm really confused by AI.
So as Nick gets up in age, maybe get him a robot for Christmas.
But yeah, he's the old man on the show, and I'm young and groovy again.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.